tomorrow. So we take you through the night in a beautiful evening fashion. 72 as of 7 p.m. By midnight, right around 60 degrees. Starlit skies there. Back to the sunshine, but 56 to wake up to tomorrow. Rest of your forecast in about 10 minutes. Jet 24 Action News starts right now.
From your news leader.
After an emotional Erie County response to the death of a work-release inmate, the family's attorney says he's not buying their apology. Plus, one Erie woman's quest to find her dog turns into a lesson on scammers.
We're loving.
Living local.
And that means giving back to our community. Coming up, we're going to show you what we're doing.
Live in high definition from your news leader. This is Jet 24 Action News at 6.
Good evening. Sean and Jill are off tonight. I'm Elena LaQuatra. Family and friends remember the life of an Erie County work-release inmate who suffered an asthma attack while on assignment. It's a developing story tonight at 6 o'clock. Tonight, the loved ones of Felix Maness are gathered at the Duskus Taylor Funeral Home. Maness died Monday after suffering an asthma attack while on assignment through a work-release program. His family says his death could have been prevented if prison workers had taken appropriate action. An Erie County investigation shows no malice on the part of the employees, but the district attorney's office will be conducting a separate investigation. Both of those workers are still employed in the prison. The attorney representing the Maness family says the county statement was made in poor timing. Jackie Roberts joins us live from the newsroom with the latest information. Jackie?
Elena, the family's attorney says this week is all about celebrating and remembering Felix Maness. He says he's not spending these days fighting with the county. Instead, he's working with the family to move forward, and they need your help along the way.
The county reported that their investigation shows the prison workers didn't break any specific protocol, nor did they intentionally try to harm Felix Maness. The county executive even apologized to the Maness family for what happened under Erie County care. But their attorney says those actions fall short in this tragic situation.
Everything this family has learned has been through the media as far as county government goes.
The county solicitor says no one has reached out to the family because they've chosen to speak through an attorney, which he says changes the dynamic. Members of the family tell us this week their focus is laying Maness to rest.
We're just trying to remember him for who he was and the impact he made on all of us, and just keep our spirits uplifted. He was a good man, and it's just been hard.
But they're also working to make sure they can give Maness a proper goodbye. Attorney Meisner is launching a GoFundMe campaign called Dignified Burial for Felix Maness. The goal is to raise $22,000 to cover funeral expenses. Just one step in moving forward for the Maness family.
He always has his grandchildren, and they love him. It's just, we're trying to stick together.
The county and the Maness family are waiting to hear back from an autopsy report to learn more about what exactly killed Felix. The county solicitor tells us video from the scene shows a slightly different story than what's been portrayed. Elena?
Jackie Roberts reporting tonight. Thank you, Jackie. A suspended Erie police officer sits through more than 3 full days of testimony, facing homicide by DUI charges. It's continuing coverage tonight at 6. The trial for Cheryl Fry continues today. She's charged with driving drunk, causing a 3-car collision and killing 57-year-old Wade Schultze. The prosecution says all 3 drivers involved were legally drunk at the time, but they say only Fry is responsible for the crash. Her attorney is making the case that Fry was targeted because of her police officer status. The defense finished calling its witnesses late this afternoon. Closing arguments are set to begin Monday morning. The trial for a fatal 2017 shooting is set to get underway soon. Jury selection began this morning for the trial of Jalen Reynolds and Taisha Santiago. They are charged with the shooting death of 28-year-old David Tate Jr. He was shot in the 1300 block of East 20th Street in the early morning hours of June 29th last year. Tate died at an Erie hospital a short time later. Police say another 28-year-old man was shot about a block away. Opening statements are expected to take place on Monday morning. According to court documents, the trial for a 3rd suspect, LaShanta Dade, will be scheduled for Reynolds, and Santiago's trial is over. David Dalton is a 4th person charged in this murder case. He waived his preliminary hearing in May. 3 men are facing charges after a robbery turned police chase and ended with a crash. Mill Creek police say it unfolded after a robbery reported at the Verizon store on on Peach Street. 3 suspects reportedly took several phones from the store and fled. After a police pursuit, the suspects crashed their car into a historic cannon on Main Street in Girard. The Mill Creek police need your help. Do you know this man here? He is a suspect of a number of car break-ins in the township. He and another male suspect were spotted breaking into a couple of cars late Tuesday night and are believed to be involved in some other car break-ins. If you have any idea who this is, you're asked to call Mill Creek Police. The confidential tip line number is 836-9271. Most people would do anything to get their lost pet home safely, but one local woman almost fell into what appears to be a major scam in order to get her dog back. I spoke with her about her entire ordeal. While Raven Vanderveen was working, her 1-year-old German Shepherd Coda broke through a screen window in her home and escaped. Raven immediately posted a missing dog alert with her cell phone number on Facebook and Twitter, getting nearly 1,500 shares and retweets. Raven received a phone call from a blocked number, that caller claiming to have Coda and asked to meet at Jefferson Park. On her way there, they called again.
They started mentioning a reward, and I just kind of counted the cash that was in my wallet that I had on hand. I had $60, and I offered them to that, and they weren't very happy with that.
The 5 people wanted $300. She went and waited, but no one showed up. Shortly after leaving, she started getting more calls from the same blocked caller, demanding she meet them at a house on German and East 28th with $300 cash.
I need proof, I need like a picture or something, and they're like, yeah, absolutely. They apparently tried to send me a picture, but I never received one.
She drove to the address but stayed in her car, saying she had a bad feeling. When trying to find a lost pet, the best thing to do is utilize your local animal shelters and let them help you safely bring your pet home. Ruth Thompson of the Anna Shelter says they will send their humane officer with you to retrieve your pet.
Eric's gone with the owner, and gotten the dog back because animals are property in Pennsylvania. So whether you think it shouldn't go back home or not, that's not up to you to decide.
Ruth believes, however, that these 5 people don't really have Coda. They're simply trying to take advantage of the young woman desperate to get him back. And what they're doing is illegal. Before you take your next road trip or even drive around town, PennDOT wants to remind you about safety. PennDOT held a public safety event at the I-90 Welcome Center in Northeast. Multiple agencies took part with a variety of safety tips, such as reminding people not to leave children alone in hot cars. They addressed allowing at least 4 feet of distance when passing bicyclists, as well as avoiding distractions.
Texting and using the phone is probably one of the most prevalent ones, but I mean, even eating or even talking too much to your passengers in your car can be a distraction.
Visitors to the booths received free safety kits and even had a chance to use a distracted driving simulator. There's unfortunately another delay in plans to move a huge transformer through the city of Meadville. A permitting issue is causing the holdup on the move. It's a 340,000-pound combination of trucks and equipment that can only go 2 miles per hour. Edwards Moving and Rigging of Shelbyville, Kentucky is doing the move and promises to tell us when the move is rescheduled. When it does happen, the load will enter the city over the Meade Avenue Bridge and head south on French Creek Parkway. That leads to a tight turn on Linden Street and another turn south on South Main Street before continuing to Cochranton on Route 322. It'll surely be a sight to see. The Jet 24 Fox 66 team is giving back to the community today for the Next Star Founders Day of Caring. Ron Hilliard joins us from the control room with more on our time at Asbury Woods. Hi, Ron.
Hi, Elena. And people volunteer and serve in the community all the time, but we too love living local, and we want to do our part. Next Star Broadcasting is celebrating its June 1996 founding by participating in community service projects here in Erie and across the country.
We are all about living local, and I think today's effort here at Asbury Woods is really about us appreciating this gem, Asbury Woods, that we have in our community.
The Next Star Founders Day of Caring brought out nearly 40 people from Jet 24 and Fox 66, helping to weed gardens and paint benches and fences. But serving at the Nature Center is quite different than visiting to report a news story.
But I've never
actually been here on my own time, so it's kind of cool to see it from another side and be able to help out today.
As we celebrate our company's founding, people all across the Nexstar Nation are leaving the TV stations and getting involved in their communities.
A lot of the employees at this station are stuck in the station all day. The new staff is lucky they get to go out, the reporters and the photogs, but this is an opportunity for everyone else to go out in the community, interact.
And there are always opportunities to help out. According to Asbury Woods Executive Director Jennifer Farrar, more than 500 people have signed up to volunteer this year.
Sometimes people come one-on-one and do things, or other days we have great days today, like where we have a whole group come out and do a nice team building project.
It's just a project that needs to be done to keep this place looking beautiful. So we're weeding and painting and having a good time in the sunshine.
Today was Nexstar's 3rd annual Founders Day, and if you'd like to find out how you can get involved and volunteer at Asbury Woods, you can visit yourerie.com and find out more information about volunteer opportunities. And Elena, we saw you out there and others, and it seems that shoveling dirt is a lot more fun than shoveling snow.
Definitely more fun than shoveling snow, but I have to say, 2 hours ago, I did not look like this. I had dirt and paint, and I was sweating. It was not a good look for me, but definitely a worthy cause.
A lot of fun.
Thank you, Ron. Coming up, we have an inside look at a hot air balloon ride as the Thurston Classic is underway in Meadville. That's after Tom's forecast. Great weather ahead, Tom, huh?
That's right. Nice warm-up over the weekend, and before we get to summer, it's really going to feel like it Sunday and Monday. We'll check that in your storm chances next.
You're watching Sean Lafferty, Jill McCormick, meteorologist Tom Atkins, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Action News, your news leader.
With the Pennsylvania Lottery's new iLottery, you can play
while on my tablet, eating a dill. Guess who else is playing? Uncle Bill. On my laptop.
On my phone, waiting for Grace. Out front or inside, no matter the place. With lots of new games.
On every device.
It's a revolutionary way to play that's always nice.
Here or there.
Play iLottery everywhere.
iLottery. Play here, there, everywhere. Sign up today for $5 in free play.
This summer, find what you love in New York State. Visit iloveny.com to plan your family's summer vacation today.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 offers 4 times the proven off-road capability, 4 times the comfort, and 4 times the confidence to deliver 4 times the excitement on your next outdoor adventure.
See the complete line of Yamaha vehicles only at Off-Road Express. Get out and play.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Get an all-wheel drive Alfa Romeo Giulia or Stelvio, your choice. 0 down, only $349 a month.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom Atkins, your weather authority.
Good to be back with you. Looking at West Main Street in Girard. Bob Ferrando, Ford World Cam. High, thin, cirrus clouds. Beautiful day. Sunshine filtering through. We talk about the nearshore marine forecast, but many of you know I went to Ireland a little bit of a while ago, and we got a picture of the folks enjoying some warm weather by the Atlantic Ocean. It was really warm for those guys. 80 degrees is pretty high for that island, but as we bring it back closer to home, our bay temperature, the water is 70, so we've got a nice evening going for getting out and about in a boat or by the lake. Nearshore water temperature, the buoy out there, 67 with waves 1 foot or less. Walnut Creek, light northwest winds, waves 1 foot or less. So dry, pleasant, calm for tonight, and as we take you on into tomorrow, sunny skies expected, south to southwest breezes, waves 1 foot or less, water temperature up a tick to 73 degrees. Another thing they get a lot of in Ireland is rhododendron. It's almost like a pest flower to them, but we've got a lot of pests in your allergy report: high high grass pollens, moderate tree pollens, low weeds, and moderate mold spores. So lots of allergens out there. Thanks, Dr. Gallagher, for the report. At Erie's Airport, 74 today, 52 for a low. Temperatures a little below normal, but a dry and mainly sunny day with a sunset at 8:58. So we're up to 15 hours and 14 minutes of daylight. Very pleasant night, becoming steamy over the weekend. Comfortable tomorrow, hot and sticky on Sunday and Monday. With that, you do have some isolated to scattered storm chances, but most of this weekend's going to be dry. Pick your favorite city, find a number: 73 Larry in Lake City, 74 Darcy and Wattsburg, down in Crawford County, 74 in Cambridge, 77 in Meadville, and out into Warren County, 76 from the Warren Fire Department, 77 Bob and Kitty in Cooperstown. So we've got low dew points and light winds, and that's giving us very nice weather through the nighttime hours. High pressure continues to protect us. And you look at this storm complex there, it's just dying as it breaks into the drier air of the high. So again, warmer air to the west, but low dew points over us ensure that basically we're dry with just some slight storm chances. Let's spell it out for you. Jet pinpoint for Erie and the Lakeshore for tonight: Starlet and Pleasant, 55 to 60, south of 90, Edinboro, Corey, Cambridge Springs, 50 to 55, mainly clear and comfortable. Chautauqua, Warren, Forest counties out to the east, 44 to 48, clear and cool. Tomorrow, beautiful late spring day, 78 to 84, warm, maybe an isolated storm. A chance again tomorrow night, but a lot more humid tomorrow night. And those rain chances continue minimal on Sunday for Dad's Day with a high of 90. Slight chance of a storm late on Monday, another 90. Best rain chances Monday night into Tuesday midday, and we cool down, 77 Wednesday. Summer on Thursday and back up to 83 on Friday. All that and more in more detail at yourerie.com.
A good day, or a good week for sunscreen.
That's right. Lather it on.
Lather it on, people. Up next, dozens of high school students test their engineering skills with a cardboard challenge. Coverage continues for Erie, Warren, and the Crawford County town of Meadville.
Get Erie's most accurate forecast from the Jet 24 team of meteorologists on Star 104, home of Jessica and Murphy in the morning. Star 104.
We needed some quality family time. Then it hit us, a Seawolves game. It was fun right off the bat. We found our seats, made a short stop at the concession stand, and cheered on our Erie Seawolves. We had a ball.
So get your Erie Seawolves tickets at seawolves.com today.
Innovation that excites. That's a Nissan promise you'll find in the Rogue Sport. For safety, style, and comfort, go Rogue. Now get 0% financing for 60 months or $3,000 off its MSRP. Only at Interstate Nissan.
Red tag sale at American Freight. Don't wait. Why buy online when you can try it before you buy it and take it home today with low easy payments and 101 days same as cash. 2 mattress sets, any size, from only $298 for both sets. Closeout super deal. Free recliner, $198 value with the purchase of this sofa. Ends June 30th at American Freight in Erie at 2411 West 12th Street between Napa and Dunn Tire, across from Bob Evans. Phone 453-5300.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs. And billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
The 2018 Nissan Altima. This stylish car is a top safety pick plus and it gets up to 39 miles per gallon. 0% financing for 60 months or $6,000 off its MSRP. Only at Interstate Nissan.
If you like hot air balloons, you should head to Meadville this weekend. The 30th annual Thurston Classic Hot Air Balloon event is always a hit. Dozens of balloons will decorate the sky as pilots from around the country take part in this breathtaking event. Last year, none of the scheduled events took off due to weather, but this year it's a different story entirely.
Well, so far so good. Yeah, it's looking real good. We had a wonderful night glow last night. It was terrific. The winds were frisky during the day, but they calmed down, so we're looking pretty good.
You can catch the hot air balloons at Robertson Field on the campus of Allegheny College in Meadville, with events happening Friday and Saturday evening at 6:30 and Saturday and Sunday morning at 7, weather permitting. A group of high school students team up for a cardboard challenge. 29 students from Erie and Union City High Schools who are a part of the Educational Talent Search program through the IU5. Today the students tested their engineering and design skills with canoes made from cardboard and duct tape. It's time for sports, and it's an all-star kind of night. Our resident all-star is here to explain. Hi, Craig.
Hey, Eleanor. We're talking high school football, one of 2 all-star games in the area, and coming up, we'll get you ready for the North-South game and much more. Sports is ahead.
The legendary tent sale is held over at John V. Schultz. Save on hundreds of items reduced inside the tent. Sofas start at just $298. Plus, save inside the store with an extra 10% off and 5-year special financing. Held over at John V. Schultz.
Not everyone is built the same or has the same style.
Just like the Fiat family.
With the compact flair of the Fiat 500, the legroom of the 500L, the allure of the 124 Spider, and the size and strength of the 500X, which you can own for just $14,995 or $199 a month at Auto Express Fiat.
It's not just a crossover, it's a Fiat.
At Boyer RV Center, we know that time spent with family is time well spent. So how about making lasting memories, doing the things your family loves? Fishing trips, soccer games, bike rides, picnics, road trips, campfires, and quiet times. For every family outing and everything in between, Boyer RV Center is ready to take you there. The time is right. The time is now. Come see your friends at Boyer RV Center. Online anytime at BoyerRVSales.com.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? You make it for projects big and small.
Ready to go?
Not quite. Right over here, guys.
And get it all in one trip.
So we're putting in the patio.
We are putting in the patio.
We got this.
Yeah, we do. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand.
Now get into a new F-150 for as little as $231 a month. That's right, just $231 a month.
The legendary tent sale is held over at John V. Schultz. Sleep better for less with tent sale savings on brand name mattresses. Queen Beauty Rest now $298. Plus, inside the store, get 5 years no interest on Tempur-Pedic. Held over at John V. Schultz.
Now, Jet 24's Craig Smiley with sports.
Hey, good evening. Let's talk sports. When the day began, 16 golfers still had a chance to win the Erie District Golf Association Match Play Championship by night, and only 4 remain as we go to the Colquitt Club quarterfinal action this afternoon. Start at the very beginning. Very good place to start. It's been 7 years since Dave Hewitt won his only match play title. He puts the pressure on Rob Nicotra early. Nicotra with a hole-in-one earlier in the round, and his par putt can't go. Hewitt goes 1 up, but Nicotra came back to win 1 up. Over to number 2, Mike Wolf trying to slow down Corey Smith. Wolf a nice putt for par, so Smith needs to make his to keep the match all square. He doesn't. Wolf goes on to beat Corey Smith 2-1. To the par 3 third hole, Ted Grassi the third from the bunker for his second shot, and it doesn't get much better than the out from TG3, trying to keep it all square with Alex Weir, who will have a chance for par. Weir would make his par putt to take the hole. He'd need 19 holes, but Alex Weir eliminates Ted Grassi. Also on 3, it's Drew Dimel, 1 up on Rick Carlotti, who had knocked off 2 higher seeds already in the tournament. Dimel gets his birdie putt nice and close, so Carlotti needing his 10-foot par to go down to avoid going 2 down. He can't do it. Dimel advances 3. 3-2. So the semifinal round is set. As we check out the scoreboard right there, it'll be Rob Nicotra and Mike Wolf teeing off at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Drew Dimel and Alex Weir will meet in the other semi at 9:10. The winners will play for the championship Sunday at 9 a.m. Seawolves are in Trenton tonight for the first of 3 against the Thunder as Erie tries to win its 5th straight series. It'll be Sandy Baez getting the start for the good guys. First pitch at 7 p.m. Highlights tonight on Friday Night Lights. And tonight marks the first of 2 high school football all-star games in the area with the District 10 North-South All-Star game. It'll be played at Greenville High School. The North squad will be coached by McDowell assistant Aaron Slocum and the Trojan staff, and will feature players from McDowell, Prep, Erie High, General McLean, Corey, Cambridge Springs, Iroquois, Northwestern, Maplewood, Seneca, Franklin, Northwestern, Northeast, Cochranton, and Conneaut, Ohio. Here's what Coach Slocum and his players consider the keys to victory against the South heading into tonight's game.
They're pretty big up front. They have some pretty good backs. And for us to be successful, you know, we're going to have to move the ball on them, control the clock, score, and then stop the run.
The running backs are good. All we have to do is tackle them low. It's all going to be right there. It's going to be who hits harder. Being a lineman, I'm pretty prejudiced, but I think always being on the offensive line is key. If we don't get the defensive line moving back, then no one's going to go anywhere.
7 o'clock kick from Greenville High School. The North All-Stars have won 4 of the first 6 meetings in the rivalry, including a 1-point win a year ago. And closer to home, the Erie Commodores Soccer Club putting the undefeated record on the line against Fort Pitt Regiment, who are right behind them in the Midwest Region's East Conference. 7 o'clock kick from Gannon University's McConnell Family Stadium. Hey, that's a 7 o'clock start in that football game. It takes about an hour to get there at 6:26. I'm already late, so I'm out.
He said, I'm heading right out as soon as I'm done with sports, so go ahead. Coming up at 11, after the devastating fire destroyed the Riverside Inn, the community didn't want to see the music festival die with it. Tonight, we'll have a look at the new Cambridge Springs Music Festival. That's at 11. We'll be right back.
My mom used to drive a Dodge, now we drive a Kia.
You can change too. Lease an all-wheel drive Kia Sportage for only $199 a month with 0 down.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
Introducing an all-new Transcontinental Tourer, combining emotional V-twin performance and a whole new level of comfort and innovation. The all-new Star Venture.
See the complete line of Yamaha vehicles only at Off-Road Express. Get out and play.
Some say it's the accommodations. For others, it's delicious dining and endless action. Maybe it's the 4-diamond rating. We think the true measure of a great resort is how easy it is to enjoy it all. There's a million reasons to play at Seneca Allegheny this June. The $1 million slot tournament. You could win a trip to Vegas and a chance at $1 million. Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino. Nothing else comes close.
I used to drive a Dodge, and now I drive a Kia.
You can change too. Lease a new Kia Forte for only $189 a month with 0 down at Auto Express Superstore.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
The 7th annual flagship Niagara Open, presented by Erie Federal Credit Union, is Monday, July 16th at Lakeview Country Club, with registration at 11 and a shotgun start at noon. To register, call or email Christy Cook.
Look to the skies beginning June 15th when Timber Creek Tap and Table presents the 30th Annual Thurston Classic Hot Air Balloon Event in Meadville. The 30th Annual Thurston Classic is brought to you by Jet 24, Fox 66, YourErie.com, and these businesses.
How's our weather looking?
This looks great tonight, Elena. As you can see by our Skycam shot, good visibility, a few high cirrus clouds there, but a very pleasant overnight. Really very little humidity. And as you look at your 7-day, we'll go 78 to 80s tomorrow. Ooh. Still comfortable. Dad's Day, a lot steamier, but just a slight chance of a storm.
That's all we have for Jet 24 Action News at 6. Our next local news is coming up tonight at 11. We'll see you then.
Take care.